Right now, something called a CDN, a content delivery network, is quietly deciding what you see, and it's not what you think it is. The picture on your screen right now isn't sitting on the company's real computer thousands of miles away. It's sitting on something called an edge server, in a warehouse maybe 10 minutes from your actual house. And it got placed there before you even knew you wanted to look at it. Here's why that should freak you out a little. You think you're talking to Amazon's computer. You think you're talking to Netflix's computer. That real computer, the one everything supposedly comes from, is called the origin server. And it might be sitting completely idle on the other side of the planet right now, doing nothing, because it never even heard from you and never will. You were talking to the edge server the whole time. Think of the origin server as the one real library that owns a book, and the edge server as a copy shop down the street that already photocopied it for you. This is how almost the entire internet works, every single day for billions of people, and once you see it, you cannot unsee it. It's not a secret exactly, it's just never explained in plain language, so most people assume the internet is one giant machine somewhere that personally answers them every time they tap something. It's the opposite. A single big website might have tens of thousands of these edge servers spread across the planet, and most of what you look at, scroll past, or stream in a single day never once touches the actual origin server it supposedly came from. So let's break 4 things you've believed your whole life about how the internet actually gets to your screen, using the real names for each piece and exactly what they equal in plain English. Myth 1. You think that when you visit a website, you are talking directly to that company's origin server. You're not. You're talking to an edge server. Picture it like this. You want to read one specific book. Instead of flying across the world to the one library that owns the original, the origin server, you walk into a small copy shop down the street, the edge server. That shop already has a photocopy sitting on a shelf, made in advance days ago, just in case someone like you walked in. You read the photocopy. You never speak to the original library. Big companies place thousands of these edge servers, these copy shops, all over the planet, stuffed full of copies of their photos, videos, and pages, so that no matter where on earth you're standing, one is close by. You have never once spoken directly to a company's origin server for most big websites. You've been talking to an edge server, a photocopy the whole time. Myth 2. You think websites load fast because your internet is fast? Nope. Websites load fast because of something called caching, which just means an answer was already made and stored close to you before you even asked the question. Imagine ordering a pizza, and instead of the kitchen starting from raw dough, someone already baked an identical pizza an hour ago and cached it, left it 2 doors down, betting someone nearby would want one tonight. When you order, they just run it over. That's caching. It has almost nothing to do with your phone or your internet connection. It has everything to do with the answer already existing nearby before you knew you wanted it. Myth 3. You think when you watch Netflix or YouTube, it's beamed to you live from the origin server. It's not. That video was cached, copied ahead of time, onto edge servers, hundreds or thousands of them, scattered around the planet. When you hit play, you're not watching a live delivery from headquarters. You're watching a cached copy sitting on an edge server near you, sometimes for days, waiting for someone to ask for it. You are not connected to Netflix's origin server when you watch Netflix. You're connected to a nearby edge server holding an identical copy. Myth 4, and this one probably explains something that's confused you before. You think that when a website goes down, it's down everywhere, all at once. Not true, because there are thousands of edge servers scattered worldwide. One single edge server can break, lose power, or catch fire, while every other edge server on the planet keeps working fine. That's why your friend in another city can load a website just fine, while yours spins forever. You're not both talking to the same computer. You're talking to 2 different edge servers, and only one had a bad day. The origin server itself might be running perfectly. It's your local edge server, your copy shop, that's having a moment and nobody told you. This is also why companies sometimes fix an outage for most of the world within minutes, while a small handful of cities stay broken for another hour. They're not ignoring those cities, they're just working through a list of broken copy shops one at a time, and yours happened to be near the bottom. So here's the actual mechanism in one sentence. A CDN doesn't wait for you to ask for something and then scramble to fetch it from the origin server far away. It caches in advance what millions of people are about to want, and scatters those cached copies across edge servers close to as many people as possible. So by the time you ask, the answer's already sitting right next door. You're not talking to the internet's brain, the origin server, when you browse. You're talking to its nervous system, the edge servers, the thousands of tiny copies built specifically so the real brain never has to deal with you directly. There's one more pair of terms worth knowing, because you've actually felt the difference between them without realizing it. It's called a cache hit and a cache miss. A cache hit is when the edge server near you already has the copy ready, like walking into the copy shop and the book's already sitting on the shelf, waiting. That's the instant load you're used to. A cache miss is when the edge server doesn't have it yet, so it has to run over to the origin server first, grab a fresh copy, then hand it to you, and only then does it keep that copy on the shelf for the next person. That's why the very first person to open a brand new page or a freshly uploaded video sometimes waits a beat longer than everyone after them. You weren't unlucky. You were just the first customer, the one the copy shop hadn't restocked for yet. This is also why the internet feels different depending on where you are. Ever notice a website looks slightly outdated on your phone compared to your friends? Or a video takes a second longer to load somewhere new? That's not your imagination. You landed near a different edge server, one that cached its last copy a little earlier or later than the one back home. It's also why turning on certain privacy tools suddenly makes everything slower. You've just told the internet to skip every nearby edge server and go find the real origin server instead. And it's why huge product launches or live streams sometimes still crash, despite companies swearing they were ready. It's not that the origin server got overwhelmed. Too many people asked for a brand new copy at the same moment, before enough edge servers nearby had time to cache it. So everyone hit a cache miss at once, and all of them tried calling the same origin server simultaneously. Think about what that means next time a page loads instantly. Somewhere, a CDN correctly guessed you'd want that exact thing, cached it, and had it waiting on an edge server before you even opened the app. You've spent your life assuming you were talking to companies directly. You've been talking to their edge servers, their stunt doubles, scattered across the planet every single day without ever noticing. And if that just messed with your head a little, wait until next time. We're cracking open the two things inside literally every phone and computer you own, quietly fighting over who does the actual thinking for you. One's built to do one thing at a time, incredibly well. The other's built to do thousands of tiny things at once. Individually worse, but together, shockingly powerful. That's CPU versus GPU, and the real answer is a lot weirder than you'd expect. If your brain just got rewired watching this, do me a favor. Hit subscribe, drop a like, and tell me in the comments the last time a website loaded so fast it surprised you. Because I guarantee it wasn't your internet. It was a cached copy on an edge server waiting on you the entire time.